My friends, welcome to online class of consumer behavior. Today we are going to see a topic of consumer decision making model, how consumers should make decisions when they are going to be purchasing the product. Myself is Manjuna T, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies. So if you see this diagram, so you will come to know how consumers will be purchased and what are the different factors will be influenced by consumers when they are going to be purchasing the product. Will come to know. So majorly, consumer purchase will be influenced by external factors and as well as internal factors. So if you take it as external factors, for marketing efforts, and then one of the major external factors which influence. It might be influenced by the product features, it might be influenced by the promotion activities which is done by the companies, or it might be the pricing strategy what they are used for buying for the product to make the companies to customers, or might be the channels of distribution, the availability of the product, what they are going to create by the manufacturers to reach the different corners. Also, one of the major firms there are the efforts which they made by firm in order to influence the consumers in buying. So some of these social culture phenomenon also factors will influence individuals. It might be a family member, it might be informal resources like friends, relatives, or it might be the like their club members if they are joining together any cultural activities or other non-company commercial sources like a word of mouth, such kind of things, or might be the social class which they belongs to, the job what they are currently doing, subculture what they are belongs to, or culture what they belongs to. Also, these are some of the external factors. Also, social cultural factors will influence on individuals. Once they influence the consumers, so it creates need recognition. The need will be get recognized. Then once the need has been identified, we will go for pre-purchaser. That means we will search for the product, whatever the products which are available, their features, advantages, disadvantages, everything we will search it. Then we'll go for evaluation of alternatives. So we have different competitor. We are going to be comparing the different products, features with the other alternatives. So while we are going to be identifying the needs, we are going to see the psychological field, that is the motivation, see what is the perception we are having towards the product, also one of the factor will influence, or learning what we are learning with our fast GNDI, also one of the factor will influence, or might be the personality, what we are having, but also one of the influencing factor, attitude also one of the influencing factor. If it is influenced properly, so that we will evaluate other alternatives, it leads to a good experience, then we will go for a purchase process. That is, you will initially you will buy for a trial purpose, and if it is satisfying the trial process, so that your purchase will be get repeated. So once you got a satisfaction, you will post purchase evaluation. You are going to see what we expected and what we got it. So if your experience is good, then again it will go to the purchase. See, these things we are going to see it in detail in upcoming slides. First, this consumer decision making process. So it consisting of the need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives and purchases, and post-purchase behavior. This we are going to see it one by one. So it will be influenced by individual decisions, will be influenced by cultural factors, or maybe social factor, or psychological factors, or factors which affect all the steps. So first of all, so we need recognitions. So no need, no purchase. Consumer needs triggered by internal or external stimuli. So normally, when the consumers are not having a need, so they will not buy it. So always consumer needs will be influenced by either might be internal factors will influence or external factors influence. Internal factors might be your motives or desire or personality, what we are having, or attitude, what we are having, that influences. Or external factors might be marketing efforts or society effect or social effect will influences. So as a result of imbalance between the present state and to the preferred states, what we are now and what we required and or what we prefer to be in the upcoming day, our upcoming status, so that we will identify your need. So in recognition, the need occurs when the consumer faces with a problem. So when normally when the consumer will prefer to go for buying a product is when among the consumers they see two different problems in recognition. Actually, it's a state of type, that means consumer who perceives that they have a problem when the product fails to fulfill the satisfaction. When we will identify the product in the conclusion, when the product is not able to fulfill the needs what we expected, then we will find out your need will arise. So our desired state type, our desire for something new may trigger the decision process. So if you are desiring something, that also one of the major factor will influence, will trigger the decision making process. Our stimulus also one of the factor which influence, that is it might be sight, it might be smell or taste or touch or hearing also one of the factors will influence on identifying the recognizing the new need. So, while recognizing the unfulfilled needs, unfulfilled wants, when a consumer currently a current product is not performing properly, so whatever you are using, if the product if it is not properly satisfying you, then you will find you will go for searching for the new things. When your consumers is running out of the product, so if you are buying, when will you prefer to go for buying is when the product if it is running out of the market or running out of the product, then you will find you will go for buying the product. Or else if you feel that if there is some other product which is superior than what we are having, then also you prefers to buy a product or identify the product. So, so next, once the need recognition has been done, second source of information search. So whatever you prefer to buy it or whatever the problem you are having, to fulfill that particular problem or to overcome that particular problem, consumer will seek the information regarding what is the product which can able to serve the particular needs. So here the consumer seeks the information that can help you for their purchase decisions. Whatever they wanted to buy it, for that we are going to be searching for the information from it might be internal information or might be external information. The internal information might be already present in the consumer world. That means if you are already used a particular product over a period of time, or if it is available as information like earlier information, or maybe somebody said about the product information already, then also it will become a internal source. How was many experience? Sometimes my earlier experiences are also one of the major factor will influence. So it's going to be different, like it depends on market dominated or advertising, sales people, websites, or point of sales materials, or non-marketing materials like dominating stimulus, friends, family, opinion leaders, and media also. One of these factors will be a major information source where you can able to get it regarding the product. Advertisement will kind of information like that for the and sales people they will give information, or else you can go for searching a website, or else you can go for a point of sale, you can go to stop and you can able to buy it, you can able to get the information. Non-marketing information like you can ask for the friends, or you can ask for the family members, or you can ask for the opinion leaders who can able to share their opinion regarding the their experience or regarding their perception regarding the product, or you might be able to use the media and so one of the major things which you can able to get it. So some of the external information like what we can able to get information is obtained from consumers. So, from consumers. So how do professional photographers rate this camera? So if you want to buy a camera, so you can able to ask the professional whatever else regarding. So what is the rating you are going to be in different areas of your product features? If you are able to ask, so that we get a external information regarding the product. So after the information has been searched, we are going to evaluate on the basis of the features, brand, perception, and other attributes. So we are going to see what is the feature of the different alternatives, what is the feature of what is the brand name or the perception of the product, or different attributes what they are having. We are going to be compare and contrast the product. So in order to determine the criteria we use for evaluating the product, so we are going to see what are the things which I wanted to look into a product when I am going to buy a product that we are going to see. So then we will go for assessing the relative importance of each criteria. So we are going to see what is more important to me that we are going to give more importance or criteria. So evaluate the alternatives based on identified criteria. So what exactly are required. So based on that particular criteria, I am going to search for the product in order to evaluate the product. So after that evaluation has been done, next we will go for a purchase decisions. Here the consumer chooses a product that resolves their needs. So here the consumer will decided to go for buying a product in order to serve the in order to resolve the problem what they are having, in order to trigger out the particular needs, or in order to give a solution to the problem. So here the trial purchase will be made by in a smaller quantity by the consumers. So in the consumers will buy a product at a smaller quantity as a sample. So in order to test the product whether it is able to give certain benefit to the product what we expected or not. So after once it is given a satisfaction, we will repeat the purchase very closely related to the brand loyalty. We become a brand loyal, which firms try to increase because it contributes to the greater stability in the market share. So long-term commitment. If you are able to get a good benefit from the product, or if it is able to create some, or if you're able to feel that if it is able to give what we expected, then you will be able to create a long-term commitment of purchase, or you will become a loyal to the one brand. So after that, last one is post-purchase behavior. Here the consumer will determines if he or she have made a right purchase or not. Whether I made a right purchase or not. Whether I will, I took a good product or not. Or we are going to be compare and contrast will do. So if the satisfied consumers will most likely to share their experience to become a loyal customers. Once the product gives satisfaction, customer will become loyal. Always they will share a positive word of mouth regarding the product to the customers. So the purchase process does not end when the consumers buy the product. After the purchase, the consumer tend to evaluate the experience to decide whether it is satisfied or not, or dissatisfied, or we are going to evaluate. So here the cognitive dissonance, that means did I make a good product or not, we will see. Good decisions, whether did I buy the right product, whether did I get a good quality of product, that we are going to be compared with the, what we expected. So and can it possible to minimize through effective communication, follow up and guarantee and warranty. So that we can able to minimize this post-purchase behavior like problems or dissonance by properly communicating regarding the product, frequent follow-up with the customers, might be giving guarantees or warranty to the customer. We can able to reduce the dissatisfaction level. So after that, outcome of purchase behavior evaluations of actual performance will be matched with the expectations. So if it is a neutral feelings, then actual performance exceeds the expectations. That means positive discomfort, confirmation of the expectation. That means the actual performance, if it is not just same, it means if the purchase what we expected, if you got the same thing, that means your feelings will be neutral. If your actual performance exceeds the expectation, that means what we expected, if it is given, the product can able to give more benefit than that, the positive confirmation we can able to anything will give. Or else if the performance is below than what we expected, it leads to make a dissatisfaction or disconfirmation of the expectations. So these are the summary consumer review we have gone through the decision making process, that is the different stages of decision making process. So you can go through these reference books and you can get more information. Thank you.